Hello, N4HNH here with a follow-up video to the unboxing video I shot earlier when I was unboxing the LNR Precision MTR4B version 2. As you see here, mounted to my clipboard. So one of the first things I did was take the rubber feet off that came with it and put Velcro so it sticks to the clipboard. Here's my battery. A Morse paddle. This battery is Velcroed as well, and I have another one. This is 11.1 lithium polymer, 11.1 volt, 1100 milliamp hours. The radio draws about 750 milliamps during transmit to produce 5 watts, so this battery ought to last. I'm going to be using this for Summits on the Air, SOTA, and I'm sure I can get one, maybe 2 activations out of this one battery, but I'll have a spare back at the truck. Just in case. In fact, I've already been using the spare, the other one earlier, and it's down below 12 volts now, so I switched over to this one. This one hasn't been charged in about 6 years, so we'll see. They tend to hold their charge pretty well, though. So you got an antenna port, B and C, speaker out, or it's a earbud jack, because there's no volume control, no speaker in the radio. You use earbuds, or for this video I'm using my Yaesu SP-3 speaker, which is sitting right here, so you can hear it, and it's mono, so I've got this just plugged in a little ways, so I can make it work. Then the paddle plugs in here, power cable, which is connected to this battery here. Now, ordinarily, I've got a, if in the past I've operated with a logbook here, hence the pencil. If I do want to do that, I just take the radio off, put the logbook back on. But I've been logging a lot lately without D-log, so I may get away from the paper logging altogether. I haven't been doing paper logging for VHF and sideband, and may or may not do it with the CW. So, and if you watch my previous video unboxing the NY4G portable InFed, that's the antenna I'll be using with this radio. They're made by NY4G, and we call him Ariel because his name is Ariel. But they work very, very well, and they'll have no trouble handling the power output of this radio. It's 5 watts with 12 volts of power, and but it can get up to nearing 7 watts if you let it get up, if you power it with 13 volts, and that is the absolute maximum. If you let it go above 13 volts power to this radio, it can cause it to damage the finals. And so there is a self-reset, or a resettable 1 amp fuse in there, because at 1 amp you're at the threshold of what the finals can handle. So 750 milliamps is a normal draw for this. I definitely shouldn't have any trouble using this battery for activations. So if you've watched my clipboard video, this clipboard the idea is from KC4 Whiskey Zulu Bravo, Joel Shannon. He bought the clipboard, showed me how to do this. Clipboard comes from Walmart, pencil holder, even the little $8 watch set to UTC. And this is a wall hanger. This, the things you can reuse, that you pull that out and you can put another one if you want to move it. It had a post sticking up here for to hold a picture. I used my Dremel tool and got rid of that. So there you have the setup. Let's power it up. Top right button. Okay, so it sent us an 8. That's to let us know that it is on 80 meters. This does 4 bands. Down here is the indicator. Let me zoom in just a smidge here, see if that'll help a little bit. There we go. So the way this works is the bands are marked here: 80, 40, 30, 20. You just move all, if I want to move to 40 meters, move all the switches over 1 click. It's easy. You want to work 20 meters, you go all the way to the right. Make sure I'm getting sound here. So 30, I just switched to 30. It sent me 3 for 30 meters. Da-da-da-da-da, 20 meters. And then back to 40. I went past 30 and it sent me the da-da-da-da-da, and then it sent me the 4 da-da-da-da-da, because now I'm on 40 meters. And when it powers up, let me show you something. Back to 80 meters. I noticed the clock is already set, 012, that's correct. It's giving me a voltage readout, 12.1 volts. It ought to be very happy with that. It likes 12 volts. It will operate, though, down to 6 volts, and you can even power it from a 9-volt battery. I've got a 9-volt battery that in my little case I'll carry it in as a backup. And this code speed 17, and that's just my favorite. I've talked about it on another video. Some of the heard a guy, I read on the SOTA reflector, professional Morse operator. I think he said he was Merchant Marine. So they like to use 17, much faster than that, and you have to repeat yourself, and then that actually doesn't save time. So I like to operate at 17, but I'll sometimes nudge it up to 18 or 20. So it turns on out of the box already set on 3.560, which is a very popular frequency for summits on the air operators. As a matter of fact, let me switch over to 40. And it's going to be on 7.030. Again, that's the neighborhood a lot of us activate on. And then 30 meters, it's going to be on 10.118. Now, to be honest with you, most of the people I chase on 30 meters are usually between 10.110 and 10.115. And really, a lot of them are going to be on 110, 112, or 113. But nonetheless, it will remember once I change it, it'll remember that next time I go to that band. So I've got an antenna set up over here on 40 meters. Let me get on it here and see if we can hear something. Now again, you normally use earbuds. I'm running this big speaker here so you can hear. Let me show you my earbuds. There is no volume control. So you want to use earbuds. There's no speaker, and these happen to have a slider that I can move up and down to control volume. Although earlier when I was trying it out, I actually, if anything, had to turn it down a little bit when somebody came in. It was just a 599 plus. So the volume seems adequate, and so I may not worry about. Some people have external powered speakers and things like that, but I think it's going to be okay. Up on a mountaintop, usually it's quiet. So we are on 40 meters here. Let me see if I can hear anything. The filtering is fantastic. It's very quiet. Here we go. You just don't have to fiddle with a lot. You just turn it on, it works. Find a frequency and go for it. And it's nice having the voltage readout there, because these LiPo batteries, this is a 3-cell, you don't want to let it drop down to 3 volts per cell, which would be 9 volts. And so I can keep an eye on it here. There's the clock for logging. If you are paper logging, that's nice. And again, giving my code speed readout and the frequency readout. So if you want to change your sending speed, you just long press. I went too far. Let me see. Let me get on the dummy load. There we go. Adjust key speed. See right here? And then you can move it up and down with the arrows, or you can do it with the paddles. The right paddle takes it up, the left paddle takes it down. Or again, you can use the up and down arrows. And then just hit it again to get out of there. So there you go. I tested earlier. It is putting out a little more than about 5.2 watts at 12 with a freshly charged LiPo. About 12.2, 12.3 volts. And like I said, 5.2, I think I saw 5.3. And by the way, it's supposed to output 4 watts with a 9 volt. So just give you a quick rundown of some features here. Memories 1, 2, and 3. So if I want a memory key, I've already programmed them in there. I can just tap this button and then I tap which memory I want to use. So listen to this one. So that one, you know, CQ, soda, my call sign, and a K. So here is another one. So just my call sign, and then here's another one. So that one's just a BK, I'm back, and then sending a 7.2 instead of a 7.3 because I'm QRP, so 7.2. And then a TU for thank you. So again, three of those memories that you can program. You can long press the function button, and you see it went into keyer speed, but then I keep holding it and it goes to the next option. Now exit is like an escape, re-enter, and load. Now let me show you what that is. Instead of using the arrows to go up and down to find the frequency, you can directly type one in. So let's say I want to go, or key one in. Let's say I want to go to 7.032. The 7 is understood because I'm on 40 meters. So all I need let's see, 7.0, I need a 0. See, the 0 pops up. Hope you can see that. All right, then I said 7.032, so I need a 3, and then a 2, and then finally a 0. And then LD means load that into the VFO. And look, there I am, 7.032. So that's kind of cool. This will probably reset my clock. It did it earlier, but I'm going to show you. Now, this is where you enter your messages like I did a while ago. You just key them in. CK is check. And then re-enter is there if you make a mistake. And then after you do the check, it'll then offer you to press 1, 2, or 3 to store it in that memory, which is really, really cool. Now let me exit out. Long press again, keep holding. Okay, there was set time, I went past it. There's configuration. So this, the configuration menu has 2 things, Morse Display and Morse Enunciation, and I'm really not using those, but I'll tell you what they do. If you turn on Morse Display when you're sending, it'll replace the frequency with what you're sending. Well, okay, I'll let you see that. So it said it on, so I've turned it on. Now I'm going to hit exit, and watch what happens when I send. Yep, I'm on the dummy load. I don't know why it missed those first letters, and well, I must not be sending very well. Let's see, let me try that again. There we go. All right, that worked. I don't know what I was doing. I must have got fumbled. So, but I don't really need to see that. So again, I'll go long press to config, and now I'm going to tap it again. Off. Did off. And the enunciator is, according to the manual, I haven't really played with it, but according to the manual, let me read you what it says here. It's not something I'm interested in, but what it says that the enunciator does is Morse frequency enunciation on or off. This mode will enunciate the current operating frequency in Morse. only the 100 kilohertz to 100 hertz decades are sent. Zeros are sent as a cut number, T. So, in other words, as I'm moving around, that thing would be dits and dahs telling me what frequency I'm on. That could come in handy for someone who can't see very well, but I'll not use that. So there we go, exit back out. So anyway, there's a little bit about it, and let me leave on a good note here. I'm gonna put this back on an antenna. I'll go to the 80 meter band. I heard some action there earlier. One other thing, let me show you this. Power output. This one has an SWR meter and a power meter built in. That's one of the new features in the version 2. So I should show you that. So I'm going to tap the function key. Sorry, I got to long press it until I see adjust key speed, and then quickly tap. I don't think I did it quick enough. There we go. You got to be quick on the draw there. Long press that until you see adjust key speed, but then quickly press the RIT button. And it now, instead of it saying CS, code speed 17, it says straight key. Now, when you're in straight key mode and you tap, you're going to get, of course, a long tone. I'm on the dummy load. You get an SWR readout and a power readout. 5.6. So now this is a low band. Okay, let's mess with it a little bit. I'm going to move up to 20 meters. It'll be a lower output. .8, 4.7. And again, this battery hasn't been charged in 6 years. It's already depleted down to 11.8. And so I think it started at 12.1 maybe. So it should be at about 12.3 on a fresh charge. So there you see, now that's not constant. It only does that in silent key mode, or silent key mode. Oh my goodness, I see SK and I think silent key. Straight key mode. So when you press that, it'll give it to you. So you can quickly check your antenna and your power output, but you want to get back to CS here. So again, long press, and then quickly tap the RIT, and I'm back to code speed 17. So now let's listen to the 80 meter band here. Sent me the 8 for 80 meters. Well, quiet band tonight. If you long press the arrows, it goes in 0.1 increments, 100 hertz. If you tap them, it goes in 50. Well, let's try 40. It's just, very, very quiet. You don't have to get in there and fool with a bunch of filter settings and everything. It has this purpose in life, QRP CW. So it's already set up. You just find a frequency and start sending and receiving CW. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. And I'll end the video with showing you how I pack it up. So let me turn it off. The battery comes off with this Velcro. Power wire comes out. Disconnect the antenna. The speaker, which will be earbuds when I'm on a summit. Now unplug the Morse paddle, which of course, when I do that, it folds in the paddles. And then that'll go here in my case. The wiring up here in the pocket at the top. Let me angle this up a little bit. Okay, and another wire up here, and then the radio itself and the cutout. So this Amazon box, 8 ounces, radio 7.95 ounces. I'll weigh the whole thing, but it can't be a lot. It's very, very light. And then this will tuck down in my backpack. I have a place for the battery in my backpack. Oh, well, the earbuds go up in here too. I've got a case for them. So anyway, give you a little idea how I'll travel with it. All right, thanks for watching the video, and thank you Patreons for helping keep the channel going. Anyone else out there who would love to help out with keeping this channel going, I hope you do find it informative and helpful. You can help out as well by becoming a Patreon. Go to patreon.com/N4HNH, my call sign. And of course, please like the video and subscribe. That'll help out the channel as well. And so I hope you found this interesting. Thanks a lot for watching. If you're not into CW, I get it, but it's still interesting, right? 73 from N4HNH.